Right now at 4, a lot of people are looking ahead to a vacation. But before you make any plans, you're going to want to know about a new warning from the Better Business Bureau concerning hotels, more specifically, booking your stay online. The agency says it is getting more reports of look-alike websites designed by cybercriminals to look so similar to the real thing, you end up handing over your credit card information without realizing you've been duped. Joining us now to discuss is Tom Bartholomy from the BBB. Thanks so much for joining us. These cybercriminals, they're getting so sophisticated with their scams. So how does this one specifically work?
Yeah, you're right. They're getting more and more sophisticated, and technology is assisting them along the way. But so say you're going to Savannah, and you've never stayed there before, so you just do a Google search of hotels in Savannah. And the first 3 entries that come up all look, wow, okay, those look pretty good. So you click on one of them, and it looks just like a Marriott site, or it looks just like a Sheraton site. And so you're going, okay, great. Now let's see what they've got. And wow, the rates look great. And they have the availability that you wanted for the time that you were going to be there. So you go ahead and book it. And then you look at your credit card statement and see that, well, that $150 a night rate all of a sudden became $550 a night. And you're going, what the heck happened here?
And I would assume you show up and maybe you don't even have a reservation?
Precisely. And they're just a third party, but they're scammers. And in this case, they're after cash if they can get it. I mean, if you don't challenge that on your credit card, but they're really after your identity. And so with this type of ruse, you really have to check that web address, that URL. So if you think you're on Marriott site, make sure it says Marriott.com. If you think you're on TripAdvisor, make sure it says TripAdvisor.com. They can't disguise that web address. They can't disguise that URL. So that's going to be your sure tell of if you're dealing with somebody that's for real or somebody that's trying to rip you off.
Now, if someone does fall for one of these scams, which unfortunately it happens, right? What should they do? How do they get their money back?
That part is easy if you've used your credit card. Some of the scammers that are also after your cash will ask you to pay with a prepaid debit card or just a debit card in general. Those don't have federal protection. The only federal protection you have is if you use a credit card. So in that case, if you've booked that and it shows up on your credit card statement and you're going, whoa, that's not what I thought it was, you can challenge that and it'll be reversed off of your bill. Any other type of payment method, that's not going to happen.
And I think it's a good tip too, that if a site doesn't accept credit card and only accepts, say, debit card or some sort of app money transfer, that's a red flag.
Indeed. And at the same point, when you go to pay, make sure that they have encryption there, that HTTP changes to HTTPS, and a little padlock needs to show up on your toolbar. If those aren't there, it's not a secure site.
Yeah, that S equals secure. Tom Bartholomy, thanks so much for giving us that insight. We want people to have a good time on summer vacation and not be fooled. Thanks so much.
Indeed. Sure thing.